Oh my goodness, so late today, guys. A day late and late in the day, but here we are. I totally forgot yesterday was Monday because my kids are off and I was off, so sorry about that. And then, the day got lost today. So, but here we are. I didn't want to leave you hanging. Here for our Tuesday reading. We're going to be doing the Wild Offering Oracle, which is a little different because they're oracle cards. They're more like messages than like predictions or so. What did I want to tell you guys? Oh my gosh. So we just launched Soul Collective, which is our membership offering, which I was just in it right now. And it's just so exciting. It's like the safe place for all of us to learn about our wizard knowings, and just like learn to use our intuition and learn about the metaphysical and past lives and chakras and all the cool fun stuff. So I'm just so excited to have that as an offering. It is $12.99 a month, so $12.99 a month. We have, if you are in if you are in Soul Seeker or Soul Leader, you got an email over the weekend to give you 2 free months. So if you haven't gotten that email, just send me a DM. And we haven't invited it fully to the general public, but if this sounds like something you need to be part of, just feel free to reach out to me. There's like healings there. I'll be doing live Q&As. We're going to have like some of the soul mentors do talks and readings, and it's just, I'm so excited for what it's going to be. So, and we'll share more and more as it becomes more available. But yeah, that's exciting in my world. And also, I'm also very excited about teaching the intuitive dating method next month. So all of you who are a fan of the podcast and really kind of feel that dating is a spiritual process, as I believe so, I'd love to help you through that process. We're going to be doing that all of the month of February. So I'll be doing like Zoom sessions. So you buy the program, it's $90. And then in February, we'll be doing Zoom sessions once a week for the whole month, and just helping you through that process and really hoping to like help some like healing, do some manifestation, like just really figure out like how we can align that desire and where you are. So if you feel like dating is one of the things you want to check off the list this year, join the intuitive dating method. Link is in my profile. Okay. All right, guys. So go ahead and ask yourself a question. I'm going to pick 2 cards. Is your question going to be answered by card number 1 or card number 2? Okay. All right. Card number 1. This has got stuck. Oh, you really want to come out, don't you? Okay. That'll be our bonus card. Card number 1. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Okay. I don't know if you can see that with this. I have this new light and I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so impatience. This is just saying that whatever you're asking about, there's a timing to it. There's a divine timing to it. Also, I feel like this card is talking about how some things right now it's almost like hard to see the future a little bit because there's a few things that need to come together until those future paths really get stronger and show themselves. So your guides are just asking you to be a little patient with not knowing or not being able to see how that's going to pan. That like a few, I guess, events that will happen over the next few weeks and few months will help you kind of see that a little bit clearer. This is also reminding you that even though like maybe the path is not working out as planned or as you would like, to remind you that there is a plan, that this is happening in your highest and greatest good, and just getting to a place where you can trust that everything is working out for you. And even though the world is kind of crazy right now, the highest possibility is happening, you guys. So this card is just saying there's a little bit of like a fogginess, almost like we can't like clearly see the path, but it is like things are kind of falling into place for that thing that you're asking for it to bloom. So a little bit of being okay with the unknown and trusting that it's all falling into place, and that maybe not as quick as you would like to, but it's like on the other side, it's coming out. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Card number 2. Okay, here we go. Intention. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. All right, so this is beautiful. This, I don't know if you guys, what works? Like, what's the best way for you to see it? That way, I guess, get past the light. Sorry. Okay, so this card, this is a beautiful reminder. So intention is saying that, like, it's kind of, it's funny because it kind of goes with that first card. It's kind of just reminding us to keep our vision on the highest outcome, and that really high vibe, like the way we think about this panning. Like we're really being asked to really keep in mind like the highest possible outcome for whatever it is that you're asking about, for the world, whatever it may be. Like, in a way, kind of be optimistic, like pick the path that is the most optimistic. Also keeping like our focus on what it is that we want the outcome to be. Of course, like letting it go, but just kind of trusting that it's panning, that it's working, and that I'm keeping my vision on that. So it's like if you're down low in your vibration, you're feeling a little negative or scared or anxious, like doing the things that you need to do to get higher about the way you see this outcome. So it really feels like a lifting of the vibration, a lifting of the way of seeing this. So like having a bird's eye view to this situation, like almost like you're too in it, and to focus on like the small stuff, and we got to go like a little bit higher. This is also talking about whatever it is that you're asking about, deciding, getting very clear on what your intention is. So like whatever it is that you're going to do, like let's say, I don't know, you're going to sign up for yoga teacher training, right? Let's say, when you sign up for that, like set your intention. Like my intention is that like I grow spiritually, that I make community, whatever it may be, but that you go down this path with an intention, with like being very clear on what you're hoping that the outcome may be in this process. So it almost makes you feel like whatever you're doing is like you're almost going down it too fast, or you're making the decision too fast without like kind of bringing yourself back a second, like slowing it down a little bit and setting an intention for this, and being a little bit more detailed and a little bit slower about the way you do this, rather than like just rushing through it. So a little bit more intention. Okay. And then we have a bonus card that was jumping out of the pile that like was really speaking to me. So it's for all of us. How funny, we picked all the eyes today. Independence. Yeah. Okay. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. Okay, so this card feels like kind of taking back my power. It almost makes me feel like I've been blaming things on other people, or I think that the outcome depends on other people or on other circumstances. But I'm bringing back a knowing that like I'm independent, knowing that like I have the ability to, like, I'm free, like, and I have the ability to make things happen and call things in for myself. And I'm so magnetic and so strong to be able to bring the life and create the life that I really want. So it's just kind of a reminder for us that like, yeah, there's a lot going on, and maybe there's a lot of uncertainty, and maybe there's things that we want that we don't have yet, but like remembering that light and that kind of how magnetic and how much we make things happen, like from ourselves and just our energy and all that kind of stuff, that we like to remind ourselves that. His card's also talking about the inner child. So it's talking about really paying attention to loving ourselves and doing what we need to do to feel like high vibed, to feel very like clean and clear, and being able to like clean out all the junk that's in us. That's like the most important investment. That like this kind of makes me feel like I've been focusing on things outside of me and trying to like control and fix things outside of me, when really the answer is to go within me and invest within like my own, like how I'm feeling, like what's holding me down, what's keeping me stuck, what all that, and clearing that out, like just letting that go, working on that inside, so that everything outside of me can start to reflect. So it's like a call of coming back into myself, even though maybe the world has been calling me to go outside and it's been getting my attention. This is like a really coming home card. So cool. 3 cards, all the eyes. Thanks so much for being here with me, and thanks for your patience on this video, and I'll see you